It seems the heels advocate has to make this video. My brothers and sisters, take a listen.
25% off all tickets to WrestleMania Saturday night from now until Monday Night Raw. You can thank me.
This is the only reason why this clown got freaking invited, bro. This is the only reason why Pat McAfee came out to freaking SmackDown, to get involved with the WWE, bro. This is the only reason, bro. This guy, his involvement, right? We were all talking about, oh yeah, TKO versus WWE. Ari Emanuel is inserting himself. Ari Emanuel, the agent of Pat McAfee. You were all worked. Don't believe anything for a second. And I'm sorry, chat. I got a lot of things to say, man. I got a lot of things to say. The fact that we had CM Punk come out Monday to talk about lower the prices, then Friday Pat McAfee comes out to announce another 25% sale for WrestleMania, including SmackDown, including Raw, including Mania Night 1 and Night 2. This is what I'm talking about, my brothers and sisters. This is the decline of the WWE. The build to WrestleMania isn't a build with storylines. The build is the build. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not the storylines that drive the tickets forward. No, it's the talk about moving the tickets forward, right? So like the work isn't the work. The work is the shoot. You understand what I'm trying to say here? You know, so like for a lack of better terms, the selling point of WrestleMania is selling WrestleMania. This is what I'm talking about. They literally stooped to an all-time low. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. This right here, my brothers and sisters, this is supposed to be the freaking main event, right? This is supposed to be the main event. And I'm sorry to say this, man, but Pat McAfee today, unfortunately, this guy cut a better promo than anybody else in the lead up to WrestleMania. This guy has moved more tickets forward than any of the main eventers. Freaking Paw Patrol comes out. He hits his freaking entrance, and then Pat McAfee is still grilling him, man. Cody gets on the mic and he basically says, look, man, you are an outsider. You're gonna pay for this. Basically, earlier in the episode, Nick Aldis pretty much said to Cody, you can't touch him. But, you know, I'll do the whole recap in a bit, but that's like the reason why this is happening. So basically, they go back and forth, and Cody Rhodes, I swear to God, this guy barely said anything, man. He said, these people are not marks. He literally said this verbatim. They are customers. You are a customer. You are a customer. They are a customer. We all are customers. And don't you dare disrespect our crowd. And then Pat says, man, shut your freaking mouth, you freaking mark. Then he said, where you going, man? You ain't going nowhere. And then he pulls him back in and he says, I'm not the reason why WrestleMania is sucking. It is you. If anything, I've done more to sell. I've done more to bring talk about WrestleMania than you have against Randy Orton. I've done more than CM Punk. I've done more than Roman Reigns and you combined. Nobody's talking about WrestleMania until I got involved, and that is facts, right? But that is unfortunately not the reason why we should be excited about WrestleMania, right? It should not be that we're talking about WrestleMania because there might be a quote-unquote like backstage feud going on. And that is all cap, by the way, guys. If you believe there's genuinely a TKO war with WWE right now, you're freaking deluded, bro, right? And then basically Pat McAfee is saying, go on, Cody, run away, Stardust, go backstage and suck Triple H's behind like you always do, you freaking politician, you dirty politician. That's all you've ever done. Freaking politic your way back. And I'm saying, and I think somewhere in there, he also like threw a shot where like he basically said, oh yeah, go on, walk out, walk away, and go to like the other town or something, like other building or whatever. Basically insinuating his like run to the AEW and like building up AEW. And then basically when he was about to go ahead and whoop on freaking Pat McAfee, Randy Orton appears on the Titantron and he got like, jelly bean rolled out. And, he goes in and he runs behind Cody Rhodes, attacks him, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. They brawl a little bit. And for some reason, chat, Randy Orton is like completely nerfed, right? This guy turns into a heel and he becomes an immediate jobber. Why? Why does WWE always do this? Like when people turn heel, like did they stop becoming good? Cody's beating him down in the freaking corner. Pat McAfee had to come in and save him once again. Why? Why? You know? Then he hits him with a vintage Orton. Freaking title shot as if it's like freaking John Cena all over again. Pat McAfee raises his hand. Pat steals the title. They walk backstage. They get in the freaking Ram. Pat McAfee says, "You marks, you IWC marks, you can thank me because I made WrestleMania interesting." And he drives off. Unfortunately, this guy is right. Unfortunately, this guy is right because what the hell has CM Punk and Roman Reigns done? What the hell have they done, man? I'm thinking to myself, wow, that Roman Reigns and CM Punk promo after the Royal Rumble, that was kind of interesting. The following week, Roman is not there. And Jimmy and Jay are whooping on freaking CM Punk. The third week, Roman comes out. He's oral farming. Don't get involved in my work, oos. Y'all childish, bro. Y'all childish. Don't get involved. Right? That's basically all he did. Then he goes away. No, that was also the same Raw where he went ahead and attacked CM Punk. The following week, CM Punk gets his lick back. Like, they've only brawled by now. Only 2 freaking brawls, by the way. And then after CM Punk gets the better of him last week, this week he doesn't even show up on Raw. What kind of build is that, man? And what about Cody Randy? Man, that freaking sucked. Randy Orton, the way he turned heel with the justification that, oh yeah, you know, I did it because Cody Rhodes told me that he wants the best version of Randy Orton. I didn't do it. It's because of Cody. You know, like, it's like one of those people, bro, that are like, you know what I'm saying? They do something crazy effed up, and then they're like, oh, it's not my fault. You made me do it. It's like, oh my God, can you take some accountability, bro, right? But even that heel turn from Randy Orton, that fell through the freaking gutter because honestly speaking, it does not feel like 09 Randy. It does not feel like a real Randy Orton turning heel. And maybe, you know, it was because it was already from the beginning polluted, right? Randy turns heel. I think the same episode or the following episode, we have freaking Jelly Roll out there confronting Randy, talking about, oh yeah, this ain't like you, bro. You gotta apologize. Then he's like, you know, out here getting beat down by Matt Cardona. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Mania is literally next weekend, my brothers and sisters. Mania is upon us, bro. And we're doing nothing to sell it. You know, this freaking guy, bro. This freaking guy is doing more. It's unacceptable. I've said this many, many times before. You know, this guy right here, Pat McAfee, he's saying all the right things, but he is just the wrong messenger, bro. Like, he's coming out wearing freaking, like, in this day and age, you put on glasses, you're a heel. Like, what are we doing, bro? Not only are you not a wrestler, it doesn't make sense that he's involved, man. Like, this Mania season is so horrendous, it makes me sick to my stomach, my brothers and sisters. Like, damn, like, for real, bro. Like, let's just go ahead. And I also quit this episode way too early, by the way. Like, I didn't watch the entire episode. I quit from the beginning, right? Let's just go from the beginning. All right, so basically, Cody, Raheem Rhodes, Nick Aldis, and Jelly Roll, they were backstage. Mello is pissed because his ankle is still hurting, whatever. Zack Ryder and Trick Williams, they have a match. Quick vignette. Solo and Tama Tonga have a match. Royce Keys finally makes his debut. He goes in there against Los Garza or whatever. And he has, for some reason, a pretty extended match against this guy. I don't know why he couldn't, like, immediately just pick him up for a spine buster, squash him in, like, 5 seconds. I don't know why he gave him, like, a lot of offense, but whatever. He got the pin. And, yeah, then, like, Pat McAfee walks into the building. Jelly Roll confronts him. And, yeah, he pushes him up against the wall. Nick Aldis gets in his face. Chat. Cody Rhodes is going to have Jelly Bean in his freaking back, in his corner. Randy Orton is going to have Pat McAfee in his corner. And that's literally a night one main event. That is literally what they're doing, bro. They're out here talking about, oh yeah, 25% off these freaking tickets. They've already been doing that, bro. Like, the fact that this is a talking point in the build-up to WrestleMania, a storyline that has been forcefully interjected into the entire story just because the ticket sales are moving so slow. They're coming out and saying, yeah, now the ticket prices are 25% lower. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it, my brothers and sisters. I was thinking about something while I was at work about this entire match. And I was thinking to myself, wow, if anything, if Pat McAfee wasn't there, if Jelly Roll wasn't there, if Aisha Speed wasn't there, this WrestleMania does not have a single feeling. It doesn't have not that they bring anything into the mix that makes it feel like WrestleMania season, but at least they make us talk. Cody, Randy, they did not make us talk. CM Punk, Roman Reigns did not make us talk. This is the problem, my brothers and sisters. We are literally 1 week away from WrestleMania, and you have Triple H coming out on the podcast with Mr. Libations himself, talking about, sometimes it isn't easy. I do run creative. Yes, I am the head of creative. But at the same time, I do have to respond to other people that are above me. And maybe sometimes it is not as easy as people make it out to be. Sometimes the fans can say, well, yeah, why didn't you do this? Triple H says, I wish it was as simple as that. But let me say this, chat. This is only 1 or 2 weeks. This is the only time they intercepted, at this magnitude. At WrestleMania 40, they did it. It worked out. The Rock came in. He turned heel. He was on every single episode of SmackDown, basically up until WrestleMania. At the following years, The Rock was there again. He helped John Cena turn heel. And they went forward with that. That was also a W, right? When John Cena turned heel, everybody loved it. The Rock was there. Everybody loved it. Obviously, the payoff afterwards wasn't good. But that is not on TKO. TKO didn't ruin Johnson's last final run. TKO didn't ruin WrestleMania 40 or 2024. TKO bringing in fucking Pat McAfee into the mix doesn't necessarily make it yeah, of course it is bad, but the thing is this, Chad. Did he make Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes any worse? No. Nobody's talking about CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Nobody's talking about Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. And until this dude came in and popped his head inside, only then did we start talking about WrestleMania. Truly speaking, WrestleMania this year feels nothing more than a freaking random PLE. It does not have WrestleMania vibes at all. And this is who and this is whose fault, bro. Triple H's. And there are people right now genuinely thinking to themselves, oh yeah, Triple H is not really that much to blame. It's TKO this, TKO that. Are you kidding me, man? The fact that we have these guys even involved is because of Triple H. The fact that these guys have to be here is because of Triple H. If the tickets came out for WrestleMania Night 1 and 2 and they immediately sold out, why would TKO need to bring in Lil Yachty, Aisha Speed, Jelly Roll, Pat McAfee? Why? If those tickets immediately sold out from the beginning, we wouldn't need these people. And I'm not saying that oh yeah, we needed Pat McAfee. I'm not saying that. But what is the alternative if you're looking at the numbers? What can we do to spice it up? You can't rely on The Rock. Luckily, The Rock has given it plenty time since he was last seen. It's over a year now. 13 months to be exact. The last time we saw The Rock. And we've kind of allowed him to be kind of forgotten about Cody and Roman. He's not in the mix no more. So luckily for Rock, he's not going to catch these strays no more, right? Oh, why was Rock not there at Mania? Honestly, I did not want Rock there at Mania 41. I felt that it was John Cena's moment to turn heel. Okay, he did that. Cool, he was there with The Rock and Travis Scott, whatever. But walking into WrestleMania 41, I did not want to see The Rock there having his back or involved in any way. Because that would take away John Cena's moment. All the spotlight would get taken away. And the fact that Travis Scott came out, yeah, that was a bad decision. I really wish that didn't happen. But at least it wasn't The Rock to overshadow John Cena's victory. Because that was going to happen. Cody's going to battle Cena. At the same time, there is underlying tones of, oh yeah, maybe Cody versus Rock. It's going to dilute everything. And the fact is, The Rock is not going to commit, right? So the fact that The Rock hasn't shown up in 13 months is good. But the fact is, they couldn't bring in Rock because he just had no more business. Like, if he were to show up again and do this stunt where he comes in, he shows up, he aura farms a little bit, he bumps up the ticket sales a little bit, and then has to go away again and everybody's mad at him, that's going to ruin his actual return. And I think his actual return is going to be at Saudi Mania. So I really, really hope we're going to get something done by then. Maybe Rock versus Roman, maybe Cody versus Rock. I wouldn't mind either. But at this stage, and I don't really know how you guys feel about this, chat, but at this stage, I really prefer Cody versus Rock. I genuinely do. Like, the way they left off at the Raw after Mania, they both exchanged their titles. That felt like the right way to go about it. Because the fact is, Roman Reigns is number 2. Roman Reigns is behind Cody Rhodes. Roman does not have the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody does. Cody's number 1. And if The Rock wants it, he can get it, bro. Honestly, if The Rock wants it, he can beat on Cody for as much as he wants, because that is better than anything else. And in this promo as well, Cody Rhodes went out about like, you're out here putting on sunglasses and suddenly you're like a different character. But weren't you just sitting there a few months ago doing commentary? Weren't you there sitting there loving the sport, and now all of a sudden you're just hating it? Basically like breaking the fourth wall, saying that like what you're doing right here is so unrealistic and unbelievable, to the point where even everybody that loves you can't even take you serious as a heel. That's why you're putting on these sunglasses, because you're trying to hide your eyes. That is what basically Cody Rhodes tried to insinuate. And he is right. But can I tell you guys this? It doesn't matter how much Cody is right. It doesn't matter how much CM Punk is right. CM Punk can say, yeah, the ticket prices are overpriced. Cool. Pat McAfee can come out and say, yeah, we're going to drop the prices by 1/4. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Ultimately, once again, the storyline, the driving force behind everything that is building up this Mania is building up Mania. It isn't the payoff to these storylines. It isn't Cody versus Randy, the payoff. It isn't CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, the payoff. No, the payoff is, can we sell out WrestleMania? Can we make it so that it feels like the WWE Universe has this freaking like viral wave going on? This like mainstream wave. This like, what do you call it? Like this influence, right? This hijacking, kind of like We Want Cody. Maybe if we can have them convinced that the talents are going to come out and shoot freaking promos, shoot promos, talking about how expensive the ticket prices are by little millionaires, right? Then there might be hashtag lower the prices, hashtag we want mania, hashtag maybe the ticket prices will start moving forward. So not only did they have CM Punk and Cody come out, they are also lowering the prices again, and they've been lowering it for a very long time. They're not going to sell out. And I hope they don't sell out. I hope they don't sell out to the point where Triple H is going to get fired. All of those freaking writers in that boardroom, they're going to get fired. Every single one of them, man. Like, these people, they were literally sitting there talking about how Gunther should be losing to Pat McAfee. And if Gunther wouldn't lose to Pat McAfee, that Gunther goes on a terror streak. Bro, if you lose to Pat McAfee, you can beat The Rock, you can beat Goldberg, you can beat The Undertaker back to back to back. It is not going to make you freaking recover from that. You can never lose to somebody like Pat McAfee, bro. Like, bro, it's like literally like losing your V card, bro. It only happens once, and once it's gone, it's just over, bro. You know? This is how it feels. And if Pat McAfee had a competitive fight with Gunther, that's a bad look on Gunther. If Gunther is out here tapping to Jey Uso at WrestleMania, that's a bad look on Gunther. And these are looks that he can't shake. These are looks he can't do anything about. And this is the way that it feels right now going to WrestleMania. The precedent has already been set. Cody has already come out, cut these freaking promos against the establishment. Has Cody come out and addressed Randy Orton in the last 2 freaking promos that he's cut? Has he talked about Randy Orton? No. What are they doing? Brawl. Where are the storylines? We didn't need Pat McAfee. We could have had Randy come out, cut promos on his dad, how he slapped his father in front of his face and Cody did nothing about it, how they were in Legacy and Randy was just bullying him around, and Cody did nothing about it. How literally Cody was his freaking lackey. How Cody used to carry his bags. Now he's the big guy, and he's forgotten about him. But one thing that is a big mistake is forgetting about the freaking Viper. And then the Viper strikes. RKO, bring back the punt, and everything becomes hype. In that type of a freaking build-up, in that type of a freaking WrestleMania feud promo, you would never in your life need to insert Pat McAfee into the mix, because nobody would want to see that, and that is the truth. But here we are. Neither Night 1 and Night 2's main event means anything. People literally look forward to Oba Femi Brock Lesnar, no title match at all. And for me, I think Oba versus Brock is cool, and also Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Literally 2 matches that have no titles, no main event stipulations, literally just 2 strong dudes going at it, and that seems to be the running theme here, right? Nobody cares about these freaking storylines where like, oh my god, it's about respect, it's about the honor of the business. Nobody cares about that. It's dead in the water. Pat McAfee, everything that he said was facts, but the fact is, it's Pat McAfee saying it, and that makes it worse. My brothers and sisters, it seemed the Heels Advocate had to make this video.